If there's one thing you should know about me by now, it's that I love to create characters. Specifically, I love to create characters that are paired off with fictional crushes I have, so I can imagine how I would be in their world. So here's the backstory for this rant. So I was coming up with ideas for a character who is supposed to be the girlfriend of the criminally underrated Resident Evil character William Birkin. And here was my kind of thought process for this. William already has a canonically established wife, but it's kind of unclear if he really loves her at all or not. So this character's gotta be involved in some sort of extramarital affair. William also has kind of a reputation for being one of the most messed up characters in the Resident Evil universe, so I thought, okay, how about this? Wouldn't it be freaky if the girl he was having relations with was a zombie? Ooh, scary. And then I was like, well, I've never liked the zombie genre because it's all pretty much the same. If she's gonna be a zombie, she can keep the look, but might as well have a fun, unique twist on her, So what if the zombie was unusually perky and chipper rather than just being a brainless undead thing that moves slowly? Almost like Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony.
If you haven't met anyone yet, you must not have any friends. And if you don't have any friends, then you must be lonely. And that made me so sad. And I had an idea. And that's why I went...
And with the conceptual stuff out of the way, it was time to get to work on one of my favorite parts of creating characters, the costuming. So, she probably works in a lab alongside William or something, so she's probably going to have some sort of medical kind of thing going on. And I was like, oh, nurses' costumes are really cute in movies. She should wear one of those. Remember this for later. This is the important part. So she's going to wear a little nurse outfit. And I was like, wait a minute. You know what would be even funnier than a happy zombie? A happy zombie that dresses like a nurse, but in reality never went to medical school and doesn't have a practicing license. So we can have some really funny gags of her misusing medical equipment or mixing unknown chemicals to hilarious results. And because the characters she'll be frequently interacting with, like Mallory or Nightingale, are meant to be scary characters, this new character can add a lot of levity to the situation. And boom! We're done. That's Beth Swanson, and I freaking love her. And unfortunately, my friends, this is where the happy part of the video ends. But not before doing one of my favorite pastimes, costume shopping. So I hop on Amazon, type in nurse costume, and this is all I see. Seriously, that's it. Thankfully, I was able to narrow it down to this adorable dress, which I love. And I don't know about you guys, but I just want to dress like a normal nurse. Oh my god. And there's nothing wrong with clothes or costumes that show off your body, but some of us just want costumes that look cool beyond, oh, hey, look at me. But when that's all you ever see, come on, a real nurse wouldn't wear that to a job. I wouldn't be comfortable wearing that. Hell, even the character Beth Swanson, I don't think even she would be comfortable wearing something like that. And she's the one involved in an affair. And this isn't some weird thing exclusive to certain costumes either. Any horror creature or cliche ever, somebody somewhere has tried to turn it into a sexy costume for women. They even do it for slasher movies! Is that all these people seriously think about? You can't sit down and enjoy some teens getting killed without thinking, this would look great on my woman. Even the freaking jigsaw puppet is nothing sacred? If you are just watching those movies and you're like, some girl would look really hot in this, you are weirder and creepier than I am, and I am the one that constantly jokes about having old men in my basement. It should not be this hard to make scary costumes for women that are actually meant to be scary and not just show off our bodies. This might be a massive shock to these people, but I've been around the block at some horror conventions and there are a lot of women there that love horror movies. And if you go browse the men's costumes from all your favorite horror movies, they're like, we've made 100% sure that every detail in this costume is 100% screen accurate. I can pretend to be a perky zombie nurse. I can pretend to be a cannibalistic serial killer, but I can't pretend to be someone that just dresses like this just for the attention. That's not me. that's never me, and that never will be me. And like I said, if that's your thing, if you like dressing like that, no judgment here. The main point is, let girls just be scary for once. Let us jump out of the bushes. Let us traumatize children. And I'm sorry if I'm going too deep into this here, but this is just kind of why I hate dating and sex culture as a whole, because people are obsessed with it and they try and shove it into literally everything. Like, I'm hyper fixated on Resident Evil right now, but when somebody's sad or they need inspiration for something they want to make, I don't just go up to them and be like, can I offer you some Resident Evil in this trying time? And just shove the games in front of their face and constantly ask them, oh, have you played it yet? Have you played it yet? So in conclusion, I yearn for true gender equality. I want men, women, and anyone who falls outside the gender binary to be capable of making you never sleep again.